This particular speaker has a story, a great story, a story of power, a story of faith, a story of grace and God's mercy, and obedience to God. He was born of teenage parents and grew up in seemingly insurmountable in circumstances with extreme poverty in Chicago's projects. As a child, he saw his relatives working in restaurants and dreamed of owning his own restaurant, and worked to pay his way through college and spent 12 years working in the food service industry. And through covenant favor and his faith, this speaker is now one of the youngest owners-operators of multiple McDonald's restaurants. Now, our speaker has just released a new book called From Welfare to Faring Well. Let's welcome Ken Brown. Praise God.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. This is so exciting. Ladies and gentlemen, how do you give a man with a message and a microphone time? You're so full. I want to say, I got a lot of notes. In a minute, I'm going to get off the stage and I'm going to walk because I'm very excited. But I must say thank you. Before I say thank you, as I stand here before you today, there's one thing that's pressing on my heart. It's a word I keep hearing it. It's providence. Providence. The fact that I'm standing here before you, the fact that you're here today is no accident. See, there's no accidents in the universe. There's no coincidences. Coincidences are only God's way of remaining anonymous. Write that down, someone. That's good. I'm going to give you some nuggets today. Please take notes. It's not an accident. Coincidence means intentional, when intentions collide. You were supposed to be here today. You showed up. Ladies and gentlemen, you're almost there. You beat 80% of the people in life by simply showing up. 80%. Now the last 20%, it's going to be a dogfight. The one who wants it is the one who roll their sleeves up. And they work. Because you know what? I stand here today as a witness of my life that the only place that success comes before work, life you got to fake it till you make it. I'm here today as a witness of my life to tell each and every one of you, no matter how big, no matter how small your dreams are, of owning, operating your business, of being an entrepreneur, it's possible. I didn't come here today to impress you. I came here to impress upon you that it's possible. All things are possible to those who believe. That's all you have to do is believe. That's about hope. I'm a messenger of hope, Pastor Bill. That's all. Ladies and gentlemen, hope is simple. Hope is being able to see past today. Oh, that's good stuff. Write it down. You see, hope. The hope of the righteous brings joy. Sound familiar to you? See, I used to be happy, ladies and gentlemen. As you can tell, I'm not happy anymore. Or I'm loving it. I don't think it's going to come in conversation. I believe that I'm going to be judged according to my deeds. How well did you do what you've given? My 3 sons, Austin, Bradley, and Drake, they couldn't be here today. My mother. I have to talk about my parents, if you allow me, if time allows me. Because I'm standing here. See, the well from which I drink, ladies and gentlemen, I didn't dig it. I'm standing on so many shoulders here. So many shoulders. And my sons, Austin, Bradley, and Drake, I thank them from the bottom of my heart for allowing me to go across this country and be a messenger of hope. I thank them for sharing me with the universe. They allow me to go across this country and live my kingdom assignment. McDonald's is not my assignment. I'm passing through the arches. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. This is my assignment. It's to be a messenger of hope. You know what hope is? It's helping others pursue excellence. Write that down. I like that. It's not an accident that I'm here, ladies and gentlemen. Your own mission statement. I know I'm supposed to be here because I heard certain principles. He is not a respecter of persons. It's not about Ken Brown. Forget about the burgers and fries, McDonald's, the pictures. No, he's not a respecter of persons. What I've done is I've tapped into these universal kingdom principles that I'm going to share with you today. When I walk out of here today, you're going to be pregnant. Yeah, men too. You're going to be pregnant with hope and faith. I'm telling you, my mother impregnated me. My parents did. They did. They impregnated me. They gave me hope. Hope of being able to see past today. You all graduated last week. But see, because success is a journey and not a destination. See, oftentimes in life, we get destination disease. We think we made it. No. Success is a journey. I'm not successful. See, successful means you're done. You're dead. Right? Doesn't it? No. From glory to glory. I thank my son. I thank my wife. I thank Miss White, my assistant. I thank all of you. I thank Pastor Bill Winston and his wife and his family and his staff for the vision. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to talk about vision a lot. Thank you, Pastor Bill, for your vision, for the Joseph Center. Thank you for empowering and inspiring entrepreneurs like me. As I sat in Living Word, my wife led me there. And I'm sitting there, I'm looking at you. So you can't be what you can't see. Whoa, that's good stuff. I'm watching you. And he's telling this story. IBM, how he was there on assignment. And at the same time, God was placing me on assignment in McDonald's. It's not an accident that I'm here speaking at the Joseph Center. Because I got a Joseph kind of testimony. Because sometimes you got three kinds of blessings in the world. You got bag blessings. That's when you get just enough. You can eat, right? You can provide. Then you got basket blessings. When you got some leftovers, put in the refrigerator. But God has gave me a Joseph blessing. A barn blessing. That I'm supposed to go and help the masses. Isn't that deep? See, what he can get through you, he can get to you. Write that down, someone. It's not about you. It's not about business. It's being about his business. I'm not a businessman. I am a steward. I'm a steward. I'm a steward over 121 employees. I am a steward over $5.5 million in sales. I am steward over all of those lives in our community. I'm a beacon of hope. So, Pastor Bill, I honor you. I thank you. I'm standing on your shoulders. I'm just a messenger of hope. So thank you for your vision. I want to, ladies and gentlemen, as I stand here today, Matthew 15 comes to my mind. And if I can read this, if you don't mind. This is why I'm here. I know it. It says, you are the salt of the earth. My parents' friends say, you should have got an abortion. I used to hear that. But my parents, all my parents, they spoke life to us. The power of life and death is in the tongue. Life, L-I-F-E. Know what that means? Live in freedom every day. It's a choice. Joshua said, choose this day who you'll serve. My parents chose life for us. Can you imagine at 13 and 14? Would you have done the same thing? I can't stand before you and tell you that I would have. So I honor my parents because they gave me life. It puts in the mind of John 10 when he said, he gave his life so we can have life more abundantly. My parents gave their life. They gave their dreams. For us, 5 children can live a life of abundance. And I stand before you today. I'm loving it because of my parents. It's seed time and harvest. You see, as business people, as parents, we are the gardeners. Our business, our children's life is the garden. And so what you're seeing today is the fruit of the root that my parents put in me. That's a kingdom principle. It's seed time and harvest. That's one of the most powerful principles on the universe. Ladies and gentlemen, it's powerful. Seed, time, and harvest. My parents had this infinite wisdom. Life had told us you'll never amount to anything. You see, life is going to happen, ladies and gentlemen. Things are always going to happen around you. You can't control it. Things are always going to happen to you. You can't do anything about it. But what's most important is what happens inside of you. See, when it says all things are possible through Christ who strengthens me, we stop at the Christ, but it's in me. He put it in us. We can overcome it. We can overcome anything. My parents put this seed in me, in us. There was nothing that we couldn't overcome because of seed, time, and harvest. Speaking life. Living freedom every day. Life is 10% what happens to you, because it's going to happen. But it's 90% how you choose to respond to it. Jesus is right. Powerful, isn't it? Born to teenage parents. Guess what? We were evicted. Anybody here been evicted before? It's the most humbling experience in your life. Now, my parents were speaking life to us. Sometimes as parents, we talk right, but we walk left. I'm going to say it over here. See, we talk right, but we walk left. My parents were talking right and walking right. I told you, you can't be what you can't see. My mother had this crazy faith, banana, radical faith. She was a radical for Christ. They said that education is the way out of poverty. You see, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to tell you, poverty and wealth is a mindset. It's not about money. You've been hoodwinked, bamboozled. It's not about money. Money is only the lubricant to get you through life. Poverty is a mindset. Guess what? We lived in poverty, but poverty never lived in us. Oh. I'm talking to your heart, ladies and gentlemen. We lived in poverty, but it never took up residence in us. My parents wouldn't allow it because they spoke life to us. Live in freedom every day. God has something bigger and better in store for you. My mother would tell us this. We went to Catholic school, ladies and gentlemen, and we were on welfare. But my parents told us that welfare is only a bridge to get us through troubled waters. It's not a lifestyle. My mother called the welfare department and said, don't send another check to my house. If you send it, I won't receive it. You know why? Because she was guarding our vision. Her vision for us was bigger than welfare. She didn't want us to think that welfare was the provider. It's not your El Shaddai. It's a bridge. She did this. And my family, they had a meeting one day at a round table. They wanted to commit her to the insane asylum. True story. I told you she was a radical for Christ. She had faith. Call things as not as they are. That's what she was doing. She was saying, this is not what you see. Don't believe it.